Several bus and trolley routes shortened because of SEPTA service cuts will be fully running today.
That's because of the existing $135 million transit subsidy from the city of Philadelphia. The goal is to improve student attendance. CBS News Philadelphia's DiMattei live at the Frankfurt Transportation Center with the routes that are back up and running. Ross, good morning.
Good morning, Janelle and Jim. It is pretty clear that Philadelphia is already feeling the effects of these widespread SEPTA budget cuts. Listen to this stat. In the first week of school, the district reported a 54% increase in student absences and a 63% rise in late arrivals compared to the same time last year. And that is the main reason why they're bringing back some of these buses and trolleys to help get kids to school and help get them there on time. So let's go through the list here. Starting today, SEPTA is adding back service along 10 different bus and trolley routes. Those include routes 14, 20, 23, 26, 47, 63, 67, 70, and 82, and trolley routes T2 and T5. And here's how they're paying for it. The city is tapping into a $135 million transit subsidy in order to bring back this additional bus and trolley service. SEPTA chose these routes in particular to restore because they are some of the most heavily traveled by students, taking kids to schools in Northeast, West, and South Philadelphia. And while the primary goal of adding back these buses is to help out those students, SEPTA says it should help out commuters of all kinds.
It's going to be focused on peak times. It helps students, but it also helps other riders because, these are regular in-service buses. Anybody can take them. So anytime you have more service out on the line, it helps all riders. Hopefully it's going to get rid of some of those log jams that we're seeing.
That is the goal. And according to a SEPTA spokesperson, more routes are set to be restored throughout the month of September, including routes 84 as well as the 88 that runs here in Northeast Philadelphia. And in the short term, on Thursday, SEPTA representatives will be back before a judge discussing some of the cuts that have already been implemented and potential ways to try and roll back some of those cuts. Jim and Janelle.
All right, Ross, and some new developments this morning about the train service for the Eagles home opener Thursday. Tell us what we know about that, Ross.
Yeah, so Janelle, typically SEPTA rolls out about 10 extra trains on game days. Those are those express trains that take you right to the sports complex. We also know that those express trains were part of the first tier of cuts. So at this point, they are not scheduled to run on Thursday's game day. However, that SEPTA spokesperson, Andrew Bush, who you just heard from, he told us that they're currently looking for sources of funding outside of the authority. So some sponsors, potential sponsors, third-party sponsors, but so far they haven't been able to secure any. They're going to work more on that today and hopefully try and secure those sponsorships to get those trains up and running by game time on Thursday. Back to you.
All right, fingers crossed for fans for sure. DiMattei, thank you for that update.